Hey everybody, Crystal Kitsune here, and we are back again with Where in the USA is Carmen Sandiego. As per usual, I set ahead some time before I record and get through the, nope, you don't do that. I set ahead some time, ahead of time to, go through the cases that I need to before I can get a promotion. Instead of having you just sit there and be all like watching me do cases where I'm not getting anything from
Here's what we know
so,
about
whatever.
the case.
No, you're not gonna start that now. You behave yourself.
To start your investigation, call Acme Travel Service.
Go ahead, eat
Okay, that's it.
Eat that. You go. You go. Come on, you behave yourself. Okay, so I spent not really an hour, but I spent some time. Maybe a little bit longer than an hour. Going into this game and playing 6 cases, because I needed like a total of 8. So I did 6 cases. And I actually did it yesterday. I was actually going to record this, or not yesterday, but I was going to record this for Wednesday's video. And I was like, cool, I just need to set the time ahead, before I record, and do the cases that I need to do, and then, have it ready for recording. What? Did they escape again? Yep, all the people have escaped. Again. Like, the motherfuckers they are. Anyway. So, all the people that I just caught, are now back out in the open. So, that's fun. So, anyway. So, I spent that time, and I was on the last case to do, and I somehow, I don't know how, ran out of time. So I finished the last case today, so we're on the last 2 cases before the promotion. So he flushed scarlet when he found that the state he was going to meant red in Spanish. And then his hair has an orange hue. So he is a he, and his hair is red. Okay. Teddy Roosevelt in his summer White House. Verde is red in Spanish. Isn't it? No, that's green. Amarillo. No, that's yellow. Let's just see what this crime net says. Suspect seen digging for fossils at dumpster National Museum. Okay, so I think it's Washington D.C. then. Was that even a thing? No, it wasn't. Massachusetts then. Because that's the only thing that's close to that kind of stuff. I don't know. No, of course not. Well, we're off to a great start, people. Dinosaurs. So what's Reno? You'll probably not make this case because I'm not getting it. We spent all our time on traveling and not getting the thing that we need. Okay, there we go. It's Colorado. Okay. He admitted to being on an expedition for trouble at the National Geographic headquarters building, which I think is in New York. He was slurping a Slender smoothie, so he is a diet food. Yeah, New York. So we gotta crunch. Okay, so it's not, if it's not that, it's that. It's Washington, D.C. Because you would think it would be like, well, New York, because they're saying like National Zoo. So if it's not New York, then it's gonna be Washington, D.C., because that's where everything else is at. Okay, I'm just gonna skip past the, we got it right, but I'm skipping past the animation because that's wasting time. Oh my gosh, I bet he is headed for Oshkosh. Phone number, Highland ingredient 1. Doesn't tell me anything. Winnebago. Big cheese. The only thing I can think of is like Wisconsin.
I'd say his eyes were the color of the muddy Mississippi.
Okay, so brown. Okay, let's transmit that and get the
Warrant Division.
warrant.
Wanda speaking. I'm issuing you a warrant.
Good. For etc. Okay, so Wisconsin. That's gotta be the answer, because I mentioned dairy farms and cheese, and Wisconsin is all about cheese. So, okay, your suspect is trying to stake claim in territory already claimed by the boomers. Doesn't tell me anything. So you want to breed birds, the care and feeding of the scissor-tailed flycatcher. So you would have to know where they're indigenous. We have a picture of suspect on the Black Mesa, a high part in his career. Okay, I'm just gonna search for Black Mesa, Oklahoma. See, I'm cheating because it gets to the point where it gives you so many like clues that are very vague, I should say. So like when you're playing the game and they give you these clues and you only have like 3 different places to go to, then it's like, okay, so you basically have to cheat. He turned over a new leaf and headed for the Fall Foliage Festival of the Northeast Kingdom, west of the Connecticut River. So, somewhere in the northeast, west of Connecticut. Okay. Freedom and unity. Suspect accomplices seen in the brush, where they are trying in vain to catch a hermit thrush. See, they're starting to give you, Vermont? Let's try Vermont, because that's what the symbol is. A hermit thrush is a symbol of Vermont. Yes, there we go. Because they're starting to give you birds, and unless you know what bird is indigenous to certain states, then you're pretty much fucked. So, and they're giving you like such like vague clues that it's like, what? I don't believe Beaver State. Sorry, I keep going over here. State. West Virginia. I'm not even going to the rest of them. I'm just going right through to the next one. What did it say? Beaver State. Oregon. Because I know I'm cheating and I know it's really bad, but we're on limited time. So it's like you either cheat a little. Okay, we're just going straight to the end. Okay, we got him. Okay, so the reason why I'm starting to cheat now is because we're getting into harder clues. So when it comes to harder clues, you're like kind of flailing, trying to decide, right, to figure out where to go. And if you falter too much and waste too much time, then you're gonna run out of time to catch the person, even if you have a warrant. And if that's the case, then you're fucked, basically, because you just have to keep doing it until you get some clues or whatever that you can understand. But they're getting into, like, before it was like giving you like you can go by mottos or like what the place is called, like the Beaver State, if you knew what the Beaver State was. But then they start throwing out like state birds or even just birds indigenous to the area. That's being fucking crafty. And they're like, okay, so you're going to do some kind of brush thrush or whatever the fuck it was. If you don't know where that bird is from, you're not going to know what state to go to. So you basically have to cheat. So it's good that I have this other computer over here that I could just, cheat. You could call me a cheater McCheaterson, but it's a more efficient way of getting through the game. And it's still, I have to, go to different places and read the clues and stuff. But it just takes too much time if I try to do it
Order in the court.
Because if I did it my own way, I'd be like going based off of what I know from the clues and trying to like read the clues, because also the clues will be like, okay, so you want to go here, but they give you, sometimes they give you really subtle clues, like you can tell by like good. The way they word things where it's supposed to go. Or they say something funny or catchy or clever about a certain state. And then they're like, oh, we're going to do, leave or have an apple at the, Big Apple or something like that. That kind of stuff. So it's just kind of like play on words, and you can kind of guess where to go from there. But these are getting harder now because we're a detective.
Are you ready for another case?
Instead of like an investigator. So we're going to do one more, and we should get our promotion if we don't fuck it up. And if we just cheat, we won't fuck it up. Because I'll just put the clues into the computer and get the answer, and then we can just get through it.
Now get going.
So yeah, we got a couple minutes left, so we'll just go ahead and go right into that. So don't call me too much of a cheater, because I'm sure you'd probably do the same thing. I mean, back in the day when, this game came out, it was hard because you didn't have any other way of finding out where these things are coming from, what state to go to. So, like, if you had, like, an atlas or a map book or something of the United States, then you could look that up. But if you didn't have that luxury, you're basically, screwed royally, because you could get past some of the first, like, levels of this game, the promotions and stuff, because the earlier stuff is easier. But when you get up to, like, now, like, we're getting harder clues and stuff, so it makes it more of a challenge the higher up you get. But then it gets harder, so you have to, think more or know more or whatever. It's a great way to, like, learn about states and state birds and state mottos and, state cities and things like that. But it's good to have an atlas or a map book if you're playing this game, because I did, thankfully, and I was able to get through some of this. But And it's the same way with where the world is, Carmen Sandiego. That's even harder because you don't know, like, as a kid, you don't know these, like, other countries and shit. So, like, you're good to know about your own country, much less another country, you know, across the ocean. And they're giving you clues about all these things. Unless you're really good in history and geography, you're not gonna know that shit. So you basically are gonna need like a map book or something, or an atlas to know like where to go in these different places. And if you didn't have one, the game wasn't fun because you failed a lot and you didn't get promoted. So, okay, end of rant, tangent, whatever the fuck. We were discussing Navajo legends, but she looked at the clock and suddenly flew up for a ship rock. Okay, she mentioned Bill Rameau, the father of bluegrass. So it's a she, and her music is bluegrass. Okay, let's check out the mess hall and we can get a clue from there. Road runner. So that's, I think, Arizona. Navajo? It's either Mexico or Arizona, so New Mexico. Because it's, those two states are like kind of the same-ish. Like, Arizona and New Mexico are both dry states, so if it wasn't Arizona, it was going to be New Mexico. Okay. Speak to Opera Star. Speak to Opera Star. She packed lots of food, but nothing to drink since almost half the state is made up of fresh water. Okay, so it has to be like somewhere up in this Great Lakes. Upper hand on the Upper Peninsula. Okay. Let's telephone this guy because he'll give us a clue about our person.
Her eyes were the color of the summer sky.
Okay, her eyes are blue. But you can just say blue, people. You have to get all like metaphorical and shit. Okay, so Detroit. Because that's the only one that's on the list that's next to all those lakes. Great Lakes. So. You're a good boy. You're a good boy. You're a good quiet boy. Okay. Alright, so now we just need to query boy. Her 14K plan was to corner the world's silver market in the Coeur d'Alene region. She always ate croissants for breakfast. Okay, so she likes French food. And we transmit.
Warrant Division, Wanda speaking.
Okay, man.
Okay. Here's your warrant.
Good. For null and void. Okay. I caught her like just recently in the one side Lewis and Clark. Crush to potluck luncheon in the Potlatch Forest. Okay, see where the Potlatch Forest is. Forest. Okay, where the fuck is it then? Idaho. See, sometimes you have to like search a little bit because I was getting like business stuff about just about like a company that's called Potlatch Corp. And the headquarters are in Washington, so that doesn't help me. But that's a University of Idaho, so yeah, I don't know. We know you can bend it and then it'll bend back. She was armed with a patent belief that she would get away with a search of the patent office. Pennsylvania Avenue. Okay, so Pennsylvania, Philadelphia. Okay, then Washington, D.C. It's only like political area. And there's, I guess, a Pennsylvania Avenue in Washington, D.C. I've been here so many times. I think I've been there like 2 times last time I was playing. playing the episodes, the 6 cases that I had to do. I think I went to like Washington D.C. twice. She planned a water skiing junket on a man-made lake, Lake Powell. I know it's bad that I keep looking over here and cheating, but get used to it. Powell. Arizona? Yep, Utah and Arizona. So it's one of the two. Lake Powell goes through Utah and Arizona. So if it's not Arizona, then it's Utah. So that's how you did that. Like if they give you a clue, it's like you think it's like any of the upmost, because it says like northern state. And if you get into the map and it's like the only northern state that's up there is that state, then it's like, okay, so it has to be this state because that's the only state in the north. So they give you like clues sometimes about like northwestern, northern, southern, whatever. She planned to crash a block party on Block Island. Block Island. Rhode Island. We already got our warrant, so this should probably be the last one. Yeah, okay, we got it. Woot! Now we get our promotion.
You're a born detective.
Let's get our
You've
promotion.
earned a promotion.
Let's see what we get. What do we get? What do we get? Master Detective! We are Master Detectives! Yeah, man. We are Master Detectives.
Okay, are you ready for another case?
No, we're not. We're going to cancel. And not. But I'm going to put my thing. Come on. Because if I don't, then they're just going to go through the sign-on thing again. Okay, so that is where in the USA is Carmen Sandiego. I really don't know how much more I'm going to do of this particular game because we're Master Detectives now. I don't know what's higher than that unless you're like God or whatever. Or you take over the chief's job. That would be freaking hilarious. I was like, sorry, chief. I'm the new chief in town. But no. Maybe I'll come back to this again in the future like I did last time. I played for so long and then I stopped because it was getting monotonous and you didn't want to have this being played all the time. So I might take a break and get back to it later, and then I might start playing Where in the USA or Where in the World is Carmen Sandiego, which is a lot harder and older than this one, and see where we go from there. I'll be doing like a lot of cheating probably with Where in the World is Carmen Sandiego because I'm not really good with like national geography. I'm doing good just to know my my own country's states and stuff. So we'll see what happens with that. If you want me to do Where in the USA is Carmen Sandiego, if you want me to do more of this particular game, or if you want me to move on to Where the World is Carmen Sandiego, god damn it, work. If you want either or, let me know, and I will play that. So leave a comment in the description below and I will see what I can do. And that's gonna be it for this video. If you like this video, make sure to give a like and share with a friend. Follow me on Twitter and Instagram. I think over here will be a video that you can check out. YouTube suggests it. Here will be my face. You can click on that to go subscribe. And over here will be a link to the merchandise store if you want to get some merch. So do that, all that, and I'll see everybody next time. Bye-bye.